to you by Smart Shipping HD. Yes, Smart Shipping HD. Shipping to the Caribbean. You got to ship with Smart Shipping HD. Give them a call right now at 347-533-4387. Shedding right now. Ridealong live. Battle of the Sexes, sponsored by Smart Shipping HD. Ridealong Live is also brought to you by Instaprint, t-shirt printing and more. Call Instaprint. Call right now, the number on your screen. Call them up for big orders, small orders. You gotta call Instaprint, 856-258-8253. Instaprint.
Maple dancing, string band music. Mark your calendar and make sure you're part of Confest 2019 on Sunday, October 27th at Footprints Bar, Lauriston, Carriacou. I'll see you there. This event is supported by the Grenada Tourism Authority, Ministry of Carriacou and PD Martinic Affairs, and TBN Group, Flow, GBS, and GTC Radio.
What's up, Ridealong? Welcome to the ride, welcome to Thursday on Ride, yeah? Let me fix my microphone. I know I wasn't hearing anything right. 1, 2, yeah, better. Yeah, welcome to the ride, welcome to Thursday. Everybody go ahead and share the thing right now. Put the program on your page and say, I share. Let me do it as well. Let me go ahead and share the program as well on my page, alright? Alright. Guys, today I wanna show off a new piece of technology. That is in preview for our trivia show that we're going to be doing on Friday. So soon you're going to see a pop-up on your screen. And if you're seeing this, I want you to press whatever command it tells you to, all right? This is a test one for our trivia show. So as you see it, I want you to press it, okay? All right. Let's see who we have here. Lenora, big up yourself. Nina Joseph, big up yourself. Nina, big up. What you doing? I share the thing. Hey, Tamika Rogers, how you doing? Nikki Pursue, how you doing? Joan Duncan, I see you. Sonia McKee-John, always there. Big up yourself, Sonia McKee-John. Jonas Antoine. Name song very familiar. Yeah, there you go, guys. It says, would you share this program? That's supposed to pop up on your screen, right? This is a test. If you're gonna share the program or you share the program already, click yes. Or whatever you wanna click. This would indicate that we're connected, we're interconnected with you. Hey, Deanne Fraser, how you doing? Lacey J, how you doing? Big up yourself. We're gonna check that poll that just popped up on your screen shortly. Hey, Deanne Fraser, you guys saw the pop-up? Did you guys see the pop-up? Did you guys see the pop-up on your screen? Let me know if you guys saw the pop-up on the screen, all right? Okay, Deanne, you saw it? You saw it? All right. Big up yourself, Jonas. Yeah, living in Brooklyn. Big up Brooklyn, stand up. All right. So everything working fine. Everything working just fine and dandy. Who else I miss? I don't want to miss. Big up yourself. Charmaine, big up yourself. Yes. All right, so guys, the pop-up that you saw on your screen, it shows that the thing is working. So what we're going to be doing, starting on Fridays, we're going to have this new program called Ride Trivia. You know, it's Ridealong Trivia, Ride Trivia. So we'll be giving away a lot of prizes on a Friday. And basically, you could participate in it. Everyone could participate in it and win prizes. So tomorrow, we start our first Ride Trivia. Come prepared, because there'll be very difficult questions on the Ride Trivia game. All right, and a lot of prizes and that will be given away as well. Akim, Jenny, yeah, I saw it. Karen Bailey, thank you so much. Our supporter Karen Bailey, big up yourself. Right, all right, so everything working fine. Guys, let's introduce this program here today. We have two very interesting guests on the program here today. That's them right there. We have Alicia right over the first time on the ride. Alicia, wait for them. Alisa, sorry. Alisa. I like Alicia more. I like Alicia better though. Alicia.
Sure, whatever you'd like.
Alisa. Welcome to the ride. How are you doing, Alisa? Mashida, how are you doing, Mashida?
I'm well. I'm good.
Nice to have you.
Hi, everyone.
Yes. Nice to have you guys on the program again. Mashida right there and Alisa right over here, because today is the Women's Summit. The Women's Summit. This program is basically geared to try to understand a little bit about women. As you saw last week, we had the Men's Summit where we got a chance to talk and express ourselves. Now, this is your turn, women. So we want all you to speak up, stand up, call up, and let us have this conversation, because we have a lot to discuss. So let's start with Alisa. Alisa, you're on screen. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Alisa. I'm from Grenada. I live in Brooklyn. I am an image consultant. Also do a little fraud prevention, cyber security. Currently writing a book, so be on the lookout for that. 2020.
Wow. And Akim is saying you're cute as, I don't want to say those.
Oh, thank you.
I don't want to. You see the kind of thing happening here already. You know. And Mashida right over there. Mashida, tell everyone a little bit more about yourself.
Well, I'm Mashida. I am a filmmaker, entrepreneur, and I am the director of 12 Degrees North, 61 Degrees West Grenadian Film Festival that is based in Grenada. I'm putting in my plug, right away.
Go right ahead.
So it's next May. It's May 2020 in Grenada. So that's me in a nutshell.
Okay. Well, this one is going to be very interesting. So, Mashida, I came with my back scratcher. If everyone could see my back scratcher here, because I'm going to be scratching my neck and my back quite often.
You have no behavior.
Because you guys, it's difficult. I really want to understand this. So let's start with this first topic of discussion right here. Things that men will never understand about you women. Because I have about a million things I don't understand, right?
Okay, like what? Start off.
Like, okay, why do women say, right, that they don't want anything? Like, they'll be like, I don't want anything to eat. No, I don't. You go ahead and get whatever you want for yourself. I don't want, I'm good. But as soon as you go ahead and you buy something, they're quick to dip in your plate and eat out almost half of what you just ordered. Why is women so complicated? Why can't you just say what you want? That's just one, and that's just the bottom of the list. There's a lot more others. But why is it that you guys are so difficult to understand?
I'm not sure about any other woman, but for me, basically, I think I have a mind of my own, and maybe at the very moment, for instance, the example that you gave,
right.
maybe at the very second that you order it, I was not hungry. And then food came and I got hungry, you know, maybe it's that. But all in all, I think what men will not understand.
Tell us, because
that we're simple beings. We're simple beings.
Who is simple beings here? Explain who is simple beings? Who are you talking about? Women? Like yeah. You and Elisa and the rest of the women? Simple?
Yeah.
I don't think that's a word to be to use here. Elisa.
This is a different. Right. Now, if you're having an issue with the food, if that happened one time, and this is the girl you want to be around, next time be a little proactive and think ahead and order her some food anyway, okay? As we do with you guys.
I agree.
Okay.
And be okay.
Does you put on a jeans and you would say, does the jeans make my butt look big?
Well, we want honesty, but you
no, you don't. No. That you see that.
Listen to me. You have to say it in a very nice way, Junior.
Okay.
We want honesty. I mean, I would prefer, honestly, all jokes aside, right?
Yeah.
I would prefer you being 100% with me and let me know that it's not looking good, rather than I leave the house and we have a problem with it. But it's how it's delivered.
Like how? Like, explain that to me. Give me some more details of that. Or how should we respond to something like that?
If it's delivered in a very supportive, authentic manner, then I'm like, okay, hon, you know, maybe you can make another suggestion why it's not looking the way it's looking. Maybe it's not appropriate in that sense. But if you tell me, you know, maybe, then it's a problem.
And some men just agree with things just because.
Just agree and dismiss it.
So they can get up and go, but you're not being honest, so that's not going to work. So I've had the privilege, I guess, of having men. You know, if I say, "Hey, if I ask you if I'm fat, I want you to tell me if I look fat in this." I want the honest answer. Or you could be like, "Are you wearing that?" "No, you're not wearing that with me." Where you go with that? Something like that. Would be honest about it, not just say, "Well, I just let her do what she wants to do," because you can't do what you want to do.
But could you handle honesty? Could you handle the truth? If we really want to tell you the truth, because this is another complication. This is another thing that we cannot understand about women. It's not about what men understand about women. It's about you guys teaching us about what we should understand about you. But could you guys handle the truth when we do tell you the truth as to what it is?
Well, it all depends on the individual, right, Junior? And it depends on the level of relationship, the kind of relationship that you and that person have.
Right.
For the most part, I like honesty because I hate leaving things up for assumptions. And if you and I are partners and we are supposed to be doing this together, I think I would respect you more if you are on with me. I mean, I may not be able to digest it all at once, right? And allow me the space to process it, but I'll come around.
Okay.
I'll come around.
I want you guys to give me a list of things, guys, because we're trying to understand. There's a lot of things. I'm sure you've been in a situation where that question come up again. What about it that men always ask, or you want men to understand more about women? It's Women's Summit. We listening to you. I am listening to you. I'm going to take it in. Teach me some things.
Repeat the question.
Now, I want to know, what is it? I want you guys to teach men. There's a lot of things that I'm sure that you want men to know about you and about women that you would like to teach us. So we are listening. It's Women's Summit. I want you guys to tell us, just teach us about women, things that we don't know and things that we ignore.
You want to go first?
First thing that comes to mind is that time of the month.
Yes.
Okay, it is a time of the month. It's not for the whole month. So if in an event you do something which I do not like, or, you know, do not turn around and say, "Are you on your period? Do you have cramps?" No, you did something. Don't blame it on that time of the month. Because it has nothing to do with it. Okay. Now, some women do get a little, you know, hormonal
Right.
But if it is your lady, you should be able to know when it's coming, when she doesn't have it, and when you did something wrong and not blame it on that.
So what should we do? What should men do at that time when a woman is acting up or a woman is being hormonal? What should men approach be? Should we just sit back and leave you guys alone and let you guys be? What is it? What should we do? Because we're confused.
No, be more supportive.
Yeah.
Have a little bit more empathy and understand that it's a process. Sometimes it all depends on the woman. Maybe our hormonal is a little bit more on the angry side. Maybe other women are more on the needy side. If, like she said, if this is your woman and you know her temperament, you would know exactly how to flex with her at that moment. But this is something that happens every month, and you guys should just embrace it.
Okay, all right. We got a lot of things to talk about, guys. This is Women Summit. We're trying to understand so many different things. There's so many topics that we're going to be discussing. There's so many things that we want to learn from you women, and we're going on the list of stuff. So is that all, or is there anything else you would want us to know about understanding women? Because I'm sure there is more. I'm sure there is more.
Of course there's more. Another thing, also, men need to realize that as women, we're just as logical and we can think just as they can. So do not try to put something over our head, skirt around an issue and think that we're not going to understand it. We're females and we have a lesser brain. We think we can think just as logical, just as creative, just as intelligent as you guys are.
Right.
So treat us as such and don't talk down. Don't act like, if something happens, you say something and then she catches it and be like, oh man, she caught that. Or man, I didn't get away with that. Yes, because we think just like you. If you think something, you should assume that the woman would think the same thing and probably do it and be able to get away with it better than you. But that's what you guys need to understand. That's one of the things.
I think men should learn to listen to women more. Listen. I'm not just talking about hearing what we're saying, but actually listening and valuing what we are saying and engaging in in-depth conversation. It makes everyone else's life easier. Way easier.
Yeah.
Why I mean listening? Because we all listen. But the problem is sometimes, Mashida and Alicia, you guys talk like sometimes you talk a little too much. So we can't listen all the time. And then sometimes, and that is a fact, right?
We don't talk too much. We just ask the questions in multiple different ways.
Yeah.
Right, but then if you get a straightforward woman and be like, well, I need this, and I want this, then you turn around and say, why are you so aggressive? Why you gotta be so... What do you want me to be? You want me to ask a million questions and pussyfoot around it? Or you want me to tell you, no, don't do that. I want you to do this. Or, I don't like that. Then I come across as too aggressive and you need to calm down and be a little nicer.
Yeah, Akeem is saying, or they don't just talk too much. Akeem is saying, or you talk too damn much. That's exactly his quote in the chat right there. That's exactly what Akeem said. All you women talk too damn much. And
that's not the fact. That's not factual at all.
You know the other thing that bothers the hell out of men? Like, okay, so we come from work or whatever. We might come home and you might have some questions or concerns, or you might be angry over certain things, and the man might say, okay, well, listen, just take a little break, take a breather, let me go out and chill. Let me go in the backyard, let me go downstairs, or let me just chill, get away from it. And you know what some women do? And I want to know why. Why you follow the man in the backyard, follow the man downstairs, follow him all over? Why don't you just leave him? Let the situation just cool down. Like, come from 1 to 3.
I cannot speak on that because I am not that type of woman. Yeah. Just as how that man needs that time to unwind, based on the things that I do, I also demand that. I need that moment to unwind myself. So because I am of that nature, I understand the value in it and I respect that. Personal space is a big thing for me. So I can't speak on the women who are like that because the women that I know are not like that.
Right.
Okay.
Let me see. Yep. Let me see. Earl is saying yes. Okay, that was a comment to Deanne. That was a comment to Deanne. Guys, it's Women Summit. We're talking here to Alicia and Mashida. We're talking the things and we're trying to understand about women. Try to understand a little bit more about women. And these women are trying to teach us. And you know, there's a book that says 5 things that women want, and the book is like about 1,000 pages. You know, so I know this show is not going to answer all these questions. It's going to be a very long time. I don't think it will be centuries before we really understand women. Is there anything else, Mashida and Alicia, that you want to talk about that we need to take into consideration as men, that we need to pay attention to?
I think what you have to pay attention to is the drive of your partner, the level of intellect that your partner carries and contributes to the relationship. And I think people on the whole, not just men, both men and women, they need to stay in their lane. If you know that you are with someone who is very driven, right, and you are not up to that speed, then you need to communicate that to your partner, and you and that person needs to sit down and see if you need to continue with the relationship or move on, because that's where you have complications, right? And a lot of anger and a lot of unnecessary negativity that is existing within the relationship. So we as human beings need to understand what is our speed, what is our desires, what we can tolerate, and be with those like-minded people as opposed to being something right that does not serve you right. So, and I'm not sure if it makes sense.
Right. What are Alicia, you were going to say something?
I was. Being with like-minded people, I think a lot of the times people get with it, you know, who you're attracted to, that's who you're with. But after you talk to someone, if you realize, well, this person, I can't flow with them because they on a different, you know, we think differently.
Right.
You might have to cut that off. The problem is sometimes men and women don't cut it off and they say, well, I can change that person. If that's what you're planning on doing, then you're never going to understand a person and it's never going to work out. So if you meet someone and you already see that she or he doesn't possess the things that you need, or they you know, it says you get with someone and they smoke cigarettes and you don't like cigarette smoking, and you've been with them for 10 years.
It's going to be a problem.
You tell them, I want you to stop smoking cigarettes.
Right.
It's going to be a problem. So you should not entertain that person from the get-go.
Okay.
If you don't like cigarettes. And men should use that because that will help them out. Then they could pick, know which girl they actually want to be with, instead of just saying, well, I just like her because she's pretty, but she got all this other stuff I don't like. Mm-hmm. But we are just going to deal with that when when that comes around. And when she nags me, I'm going to just leave her.
We're in 2019. We're going into 2020, like in a few months. What are some good traits that you women look for in a man? If you were looking for a guy, you guys probably in a relationship right now, I don't know, but what are some good traits?
Wow.
Going into 2020.
Oh my God, Junior.
I think that one is for you.
Getting to know me now.
Yeah, I try to understand you a little bit better, Mashida. What is it?
Okay, so I'm back on the dating scene recently. I only started dating this year, and it's a whole different world right now because I took a period of time for myself to focus on building me.
Right.
And now I'm like, whoa, whoa. So some of the traits that I look for beyond the obvious, beyond being ambitious, beyond having certain things in places, on a personality level, I look for a guy who can make me laugh. I look for someone who is respectful. I am an old school person, so I do look for someone who's honest. And I'm not just saying honest because of just saying honest for saying honest sake, but being upfront with me and being very communicative. We all have past, and I will look for someone who is confident enough to trust me in saying, let me hear you. Let me see if this is something that I personally can deal with. If not, let's have that communication, or let's call it quits, So those are some of the things. I'm looking for someone who understands me and is comfortable within their own skin, because my job takes me all over. And the one thing that turns me off is an insecure man. Like, where you going? Where you going when you're coming back? I can't deal with that because I work in a very male-dominated industry. I interact with all different types of people. My job takes me out very late at night, sometimes for months. And I need someone who is comfortable within their own skin. Okay. That's just some of the things I look for. The list is here.
It's a longer list. Alicia, I'm interested to hear your point of view on this one.
I agree with everything she said.
Now you have to have a point of view. Now.
You need the trustworthy individual. I need someone that makes me laugh, because I am a big kid, and if we can't have fun together, then it's not going to work. Right. Say I want to go to the roller. If I want to go on a roller coaster and you're like, well, that's for kids, then we can't hang. Okay. But I also need book smarts, and I need street smarts, and I need to put it together.
Yeah. Lacey J says, in referencing Ms. Chida's question, Lacey J says, sis, he really doesn't exist, plain and simple. The kind of guy that you're looking for, Mashida. Let me ask you another question in regards to your needs and wants, Mashida. And Alicia, you could chime in on this like that. So he has all these things that you outlined, the trustworthy, the this, the that, all of that stuff. But he also have 5 kids by 5 different baby mothers.
Again, it all depends. Wait, let me rephrase. Let me back up first to counter her statement. Right. Me dating right now, what I am saying that I am looking for, I am interacting with individuals who I am seeing those qualities in. So until you make until you come to your own sense of what it is you're looking for, that's what you're going to be seeing out there, and that's the kind of energy you're going to be attracting. Because if I personally possess those qualities, trust and believe me, there are other people who possess the same qualities just the same. But you just have to find the right people. And no one is perfect, because I'm surely not perfect, and I'm not looking for perfection. But these are just some of the things that makes me happy. In as much as he has all that and he has 5 baby mothers, it all depends on how their life is, because our age right now, Junior, if I am being honest, the likelihood of meeting a man who does not have a kid is non-existent, right? But there's still a lot of men who are single and does not have children. Right. It all depends on your choices, right? But if I love him and we have some level of understanding, and this is a blended family and respect is there, and we have family goals, then hey, you make it work. But 5 baby mothers, hey, I don't know when he started having his kids. I don't think so.
Alisa, what? He has all the good qualities. He has all the good qualities, Alisa. He meet your type of guy in every category. Check every check mark. But he has 5 baby mamas. He has 5 kids with 5 baby mothers. Kids. Is that a deal breaker for you?
Not again, it all depends on the individual. It all depends on our level of thinking. It all depends on what we decide.
Yep.
And it all depends on our family goals. If he and I say now that we are going to go to the next level, right? And we are going to start our family. This is what you call a blended family, as long as everyone is on the same table and there is no drama. But if he comes with all the extra dramas of the baby mothers and the this and the that, and we can't come to our common ground, then no.
Right.
That's a deal breaker in that sense.
I have always maintained since I was in high school, or early college, that I will not be dating a man that has kids. Why? Because I do not have kids. So when I'm ready to get up and go to a party at 12 o'clock in the morning or 1 o'clock in the morning, and you say you have to take away your kid, that has nothing to do with
That's your case.
Well, hold on, Alicia. You know what? At the age that you are right now, you won't be dating if you were dating.
I understand.
Because
you would be surprised. I meet a lot of men that do not have kids. I don't have any kids, and I'm 36 years old. And I
thanks for telling us that, because
friends that don't have kids either. But that's just how I am. So it would never get to the point where I would find out all these wonderful things about him, because when I find out about the kid first, it's kind of like, okay. And I'm always honest with them when I tell them, oh, that's crazy. Okay. Yeah, that's good, but that I can't do that, because I sometimes can't take care of myself. So the kids, no. I don't have any kids, and I can't with someone that has kids, but that's just me. So I'm going to do it. I can't.
For me, Junior, there are a lot of single mothers in my family, and if I'm going to sit here and be like, I can't date a man because he has a kid, I'll be lying to myself. When I was younger, I had that approach, but the older I get and the way I process my life, I'm like, if it's something that we can work on, then you do what you need to do, but I cannot deal with the drama that comes with it. That's just me personally.
And that's the problem, the drama.
What drama? What drama, Alicia, what drama do you expect? Yeah, you tell me. What drama do you expect?
Mama drama for a reason.
Yeah, but what kind of drama do you anticipate having with a man that have kids?
Just from what I have seen, this is probably not disrespect from the child's mother, but you can't discipline them as maybe you would want to. That's not your kid, and I understand that. I wouldn't want to discipline someone else's child,
right?
Because I would want them to discipline my child, and it depends on how long have you known this person before the kid should be around them in the first place. So that, and you don't know the other person. I don't know. For me, like I said, I just won't even get into it. Right. There has been many a man, and it was like, my friends would say, well, how you're not giving up the best guy? Well, then it wasn't meant to be, and I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's just me.
A major deal breaker. Alicia saying a major deal breaker. If the guy have kids, he could be the cutest thing. He could have all the money in the world. He could be a millionaire. He could be racking up stacks and stacks and stacks, have all the cars, big mansion up in the Hamptons. But you wouldn't date him because he has kids.
Me.
You wouldn't date him.
Me at this time in my life, I would not be dating.
No matter how much stacks and stacks and racks and racks and racks.
I mean, that's great. I hope he's taking care of these kids with these stacks and stacks.
Yeah, I'm not saying that he's not taking care of the kids. Just the fact that the kids, it's a deal breaker for you.
But, like I said, that's just me. But it also, like you said, it depends on when he had these kids. If he tells me I got a 5-year-old, a 4-year-old, a 3-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 1-year-old with 5 different mothers, then he's like, are you serious? No. If he tells me
that's a problem.
a 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. No, that's not gonna happen. That's just irresponsibility, because you're probably not taking care of these kids.
And then you'll be 8 months.
Right, and we're not doing that.
He's a serial daddy.
So it does depend on the situation, but it's not gonna happen.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He wanted 6.
That happens.
Okay, let me ask you another question. A lot of women in this current life that we're living in, a lot of women say that the relationship that a man have with his mother is very important to the kind of relationship that he could have with his wife or his girlfriend. If you meet a man that you're dating, you like him, and you realize he has a very rocky relationship with his mother, will you date him, or could you date him? Cricket.
That's a difficult question. Wow. Yeah, that's a very difficult question.
Why is it so difficult? Why is it so difficult?
I don't know, because I've never been in a situation with a man that had, I guess, beyond the typical parent issues, that had real issues with his mother. So I can't really answer that.
Yeah.
What? How important is his respect for women, like his sisters and other female in his past or his life? How is that important to you to make a decision if you're gonna date somebody or not?
Oh, that question is a better question. For me, it's if you cannot respect your family members, the women in your lives, then you certainly would not be able to respect me. And that right there is a deal breaker for me.
Yes.
The deal breaker is, so the specific deal breaker is if you find out that he doesn't have a good relationship with a female in his life, that's a deal breaker for you.
If he does not respect,
which is two different things,
respect the women in his life, and they have like a very tumultuous relationship,
right,
it will set red flags to me, and yeah, I may not go down that road.
Okay, explain dating, because we want to know. Everyone classify dating differently. Like I might classify dating as going out, hanging out with someone once or twice, getting to know them within a week, having sex, whatever the case might be. That's dating. Then we decide on what's the next step after that. What's dating to you, women, in general sense or personally?
Isn't it the same thing? Should it not be the same thing?
No, everybody classify differently. Everybody see dating differently.
Really?
Yeah, the way how I may see dating, it may not be the same way how you will see dating, or women go see dating.
Dating is meeting someone, taking the time out, going out, maybe having coffee, cocktails, whatever you so choose to, a fun event, whatever. Just spending time getting to know the person. People have different terminologies that, based on what it is. They may say they're hooking up or whatever the case may be, but it all comes down to the same basic fundamentals. Some people go to the next step faster than others. I may meet a man tonight, the energy is right, and be like, bam. Some people are like that. Others are like, hey, I need 3 months to get to know you. Let's see our medical. Let's see that medical. Let's see the kids. Let's see all these things, So maybe the time frame of getting to the next base is different for people, but it's just getting to know each other. Isn't that the case?
Yes. I would imagine so.
No, what's your point of view, Lisa?
I don't have one. I haven't dated in a very long time. I don't know how to go about it. But I would imagine that's what it is. You get to know someone, their likes and dislikes.
Yeah.
Don't like, you move on. Hang out and see how they get.
Talking, communicating. Now today, right? In today's world, everyone is texting. That's a pet peeve of mine. I don't have a problem texting, but I need to speak to you. I need to communicate. I'm a very communicative person. So I need to spend time with you for me to see our energies. So that's a big thing for me as far as my dating regimen. If I'm not spending quality quality time with you, doing things, then okay, next.
All right. Well, so that brings me to our next thing, guys. We're learning a lot. We open up the phone lines if you want to call in. The number that you call 718-701-5720. This is Men's Summit. We are attempting to understand women, which we know it's not possible in one show. It's not possible in 1
That's
hour.
my view. I'm atypical. Maybe a lot of women would not agree with me.
Yeah, but you guys are
women will be different.
You guys are two different women. You guys are, so we're doing an average of what you might think and how she might think, and we're putting it together. Because as I said, we're gonna need a whole month. We're gonna need a show, a whole month-long show to try to understand very, very specific things about women. Let's talk about dating outside of your race. Like I always said, this is honest to God true. I have never dated a woman outside of. I have never dated a Spanish woman or white woman in my life. I mean, not like I have anything against it. I have never dated anyone outside, and I'm not a racist or nothing like that. I just never meet these people that interest me on that level. What about you guys?
Well, I have not dated outside my race, but I have went on dates many years ago with white men. Well, one white man. This was back in 2005, and he came to pick me up, and I was like, "There's a white guy at the door." And I'm like, I told him not to get out the car. What are you doing? And we went to Coney Island, and everyone was staring at us as if it was 1950 something, 40 something, and I couldn't understand. And we're still going through this. I mean, we had a nice day. We had stuff in common. We were close in age.
Yeah.
It didn't work out, but that was the only date I went on. I couldn't really see myself dating outside the race only because when it's time to deal with the real issues and how I speak and how I handle myself and how I was brought up and my moral standing, I feel that a black man, more importantly a West Indian man, is the one, that's going to rock with me.
That my most understand you, right?
Yeah.
What is the biggest problem you see, Alicia? It's on you still. What is the biggest problem among all the other things that you just outlined that you see if you were to date someone outside, not only race, but out of your culture, like a black American or a Spanish or a white person, a Jew or whatever?
Well, that is interesting. I have always, in terms of being in a relationship, I've only been in a relationship with West Indian men. Because I do find, since I came up here, that the black Americans, man, like, we were brought up completely different ways, okay? So how I was raised, some of them don't agree with, and it's like a back and forth.
Right.
And I think that's a lot of issue how people get into, issues down the road when they have kids, like how your kids are raised religiously, background and kind of stuff. Because I remember a particular situation. I was younger, and it was raining, and I went to school, and then the guy called my house, and I was like, well, Lisa went to school. He's like, oh, I thought she didn't go to school because it was raining. And I was like, what? Is that what they do up here? You didn't go to school because it rained? Like, there's like how they think is different. So I tend to stay with my West Indian men. Okay. Because we see eye to eye. I can make a joke about something. They understand what I'm talking about. We eat the same foods. We listen to the same music, and we kind of have an understanding. How we were brought up, what's expected, what we just don't do, we just don't tolerate, how we speak to family, our parents, how we communicate.
Right. Someone said, I believe it's Earl, he said, Junior man, you're joking. When I tell people that, they honestly say, boy, you're serious? I'm serious. But I think, because they say opposite attract. And probably that's something that I'm missing out on. Probably something I need to start to do.
Well, when you meet, you see, the problem is you're thinking of it as like black and white. When you meet the person, it really shouldn't matter what they are. If you connect, then you're going to connect. If he just so happens to be a white girl or a Spanish girl, then that's what she is. But if you go out and say, well, I never dated a white girl, I'm not well, that's fine. But if you meet one and you fall for her, that's not wrong either.
Yeah. But Shida, we're dying to hear what you got to say. Big up to Andrea, just stepped in. Andrea is saying that you need to expand your horizon. You might be surprised.
Oh, yeah, that I know.
Yeah, I might be surprised. So, Miss Shida, we're dying to hear what you got to say on this.
I'm a black woman who prefers black men. My preference is black men. I was married outside of my culture, my West Indian culture. And I thought that even though we were from different cultures, there was so much similarities with us. We did not work based on our own personalities. That had nothing to do with it. But as Andrea said, when you expand your horizon, you'll be amazed to see. And it's all based on connection.
Yeah.
That connection with the person. So I do prefer Caribbean men, black men, because of the things that we share in common. But I am open to other cultures just the same.
Right.
As far as dating a white man, that's not my preference. I grew up in a predominantly white neighborhood, and it's just not my appetite.
I got you. Not your appetite. What a way to put it. Still people saying that we should expand our horizon. And again, probably we need to. Let me ask a question. Unless you guys want to talk a little bit more about the dating scene, because there's a profound question that I want to ask to get your views on it, guys. All right, here's the question. If the sex is bad, you in a relationship and the sex is horrible, but the man is treating you like a freaking queen, like he does everything for you. He wash your feet, he massage your toes, he does everything. He does breakfast in bed, all of the things, all of the nice things. I mean, right behind your knee, he rubs that. And he does all of that stuff. He kissed you right on the front lobe right here, and he just does everything. But the sex is horrible. It doesn't really tickle fancy. You don't like it. Would you stay with him, or because of that, or would you leave?
Okay, let me start first.
Yeah, first.
Okay, first off. We wouldn't be getting into, you say in a relationship. In a relationship, that means there's time. And if you was with him for so long dealing with this bad sex, then that's on you, right? You shouldn't have put yourself there.
Right.
You continue to do that. Secondly, with the bad sex, you can work with that. If he treats you like a queen, because you can always teach. You have to learn to be a teacher. Do this, do that, go over there, move over here. That can make it work, because it's better to have that, I think, than have someone that's great at sex and that treats you like trash. We don't need that in our lives. So the bad sex, you can always teach them, but that needs to be done in the beginning. You can't wait 5 years later and then say the sex is bad. You got to do it from the beginning. So that is my.
I'll come back to you with a follow-up question, but I really want to go to Mashida. Mashida, I'll put my seat back for that one. I'll put my seat back and I'll scratch my back. Go ahead, Mashida.
She said it well.
No. She ain't said nothing well.
Listen to me, Junior. We live in an era now that I prefer to be treated well.
Right.
And we can work on the other parts. There's a lot of toys. There's a lot of other things we can do to make things exciting.
Right.
I would prefer that, as long as he's not insecure and he's willing to do what we need to do to satisfy each other and to grow with each other. But yeah, hands down, I would prefer that over being treated badly with good sex.
Right. All right. Alicia earlier, she said that you could train him, like teach him other things and how to fix that, right? But what if it is what if it is situations or things that you just can't fix, like you can't train him? That's it. What you're getting is what you're getting. You can't train that.
Well, then you have to decide.
Well, that's just right.
Don't be with him for 5 years and then say, argument, well, you're blah, blah. Because you wasted 5 years and you couldn't handle it. Take care of it in the beginning. If it's something that you can work with, you work with it. If you can't work with it, then,
say bye.
It's up to her. Yeah. Because ultimately, if you stay and even if he treats you good, and this is the same for men, you're going to stray. Yes, and you're going to
there will be resentment.
Be happy.
Yeah. Someone here, I think is who just said it. Andrea again. She said, or you might just have to agree upon an arrangement, Junior. Might be grounds for an open communication.
Answer that too, girl.
Agree.
Like no, but how do you start a conversation there, baby? I need to talk to you. The sex is not very good. I like the nice things that you do for me, but I would have to date someone else for the sex and keep you as the nice guy to massage my feet and rub my toes and all that other stuff. How do you start a conversation?
No, but some people know their limitations and they themselves start conversations.
Right.
I mean, you see that happening. I've heard stories, people know their limitations. And once you're honest with yourself, I guess that's how you start a conversation. The same way people have open relationships, right?
Yeah.
At some point in time, the conversations had to start. Like, I want a threesome. How would you approach your woman to say, "Hey, baby, I want to have a threesome"? It's the same thing. "Hey, baby, I'm not satisfied."
No, well, to answer that question, that was my next question, actually. No, Michelle, I just virtually took the words out of my mouth.
Okay, I'm a creative, okay?
Right.
So in my mind, I'm only creating that. This is fantasy.
No, but here is it. No, this is a fantasy. It's a fantasy, and that's good because I like the fact that you brought that up. Here is a question for you. Men likes to be adventurous. Your man, your boyfriend, whatever, he might want to try different things to make sure that the relationship ain't get boring. Because no one needs a boring relationship. Who the hell? Anyone in here that's watching Ridealong right now that wants a boring relationship, say me. Say I.
What makes it boring?
No, that's that's a question to the folks in the chat room right now. If you want a boring relationship, say I. And I bet nobody would say I.
Junior, you honestly think men are more adventurous than women?
No, but I'm telling you, so the man would come to you and say, and the question should be, how do the man come to you and say, "Baby, we need to spike up or scup this relationship. We need to do more things. I always have a fantasy for bringing someone else in." How do we talk to you guys to get another woman into the mix? If it's just for one time we want it. We don't want it twice and 3 and 4 times. Just one time we want it. How do we say that to you to make it happen? Make it a reality for me, baby.
Well, I can speak on me. I can speak for myself.
Please
personally.
do. Yes, I'll write this one down. Go ahead.
I am the type. I'm a very. I wouldn't say I'm a very jealous person, but I don't believe in sharing in that sense. Because I feel that when you open Pandora box, it's hard to close Pandora box. That's just my preference personally. The people that I'm involved with, I like to have fun. and I need people who are open-minded to have fun with me. So that's just me personally, you know. I think coming from the Caribbean, we're very well. I grew up half and half, so my conditioning is different. I'm a very adventurous person. In my head, I have all these different things, and I like to explore that with my partner at the time.
So
but I'm not open to the threesomes and all these things.
All right. Lady A, take the front of the class. Step up.
Wait, you're saying something, Junior.
Huh?
She's saying something.
Lady A, step up.
So that is and sidebar, that is also another thing men should know.
Right.
Do not think that you're the only adventurous one. Do not think that we don't like to have fun and be adventurous. Do not think that what's going on in your head is not going on in our head.
So what's going on in your head? Because we would oblige.
Just the same way. So this is what you're gonna do. Let's say you out with your lady and you I don't know, a pretty girl walks in, you see a lady, you ask her how you feel about her. Is she pretty? Yeah, she pretty. You do it that way. It's like that. Would you, she look, would you be with her? Blah blah blah. Kind of.
I'm learning.
So that's how you would start that conversation, right?
Conversation that way.
Yeah, that would come off a little. I don't know, and maybe if you guys are home watching, I don't know. You would have to know your lady.
Yeah.
Down with like watching a porno, you guys watch it together, or something like that. And you say, "Hey, did you do that?" Or.
So I want to get to know, because a lot of guys want to know how we start the conversation. We don't want to come off like yo, too harsh, you know what I mean? We want to introduce it. We want to soften you up to it. So it will be first you say.
It all depends on the personality, Junior. It depends on it comes down point blank to personality and the individual. That's what it comes down to.
Teach me. Hold on, Michelle, we lost your audio. Alicia, you there?
I can hear. Yeah.
Come back, Michelle, talk again. No, Michelle, your audio gone. Guys,
I hear her.
No, she audio is gone on my end. Guys, it's Women's Summit. We're trying to learn about women. Michelle, we'll try to fix your audio here. I'm not hearing anything there. But Alicia, I want you to tell me how do we start it? Tell us how, because women probably want the same thing and they don't know how to tell their men, right?
They do. No, I just tell you. Well, if you're out with your lady or your man, and you see someone, hey, what you think about her? You're like, oh, okay, she's cute, but it depends on the relationship you have. Like the past relationship I had, my ex and I, we could have had that kind of conversation.
Right.
Like we could both walk down the street, see a girl, and I would be like, damn, she's so cute. Because I'm open. I'm open with myself. I can talk about that. But you can bring it up that kind of way. Be a little subtle about it. Ask if she wants to watch porno. I don't know. And if she would do something. But this comes up in regular conversation, I guess, that you have as you're getting to, while you're getting to know someone.
Akeem said the last time he tried that.
It didn't work?
She didn't feed him for a whole entire week.
What did he exactly do?
Because listen, this is if you do a poll, right, and you poll men, what is one of the number one fantasy? Most men would agree and say one of the number one fantasy is possibly to have a threesome.
Yes.
But we just don't know how. We don't know how to bring it to you guys. Mashada, are you still back? Say something, Mashada. No, Mashada, I can't hear you at all. So hear what you do, Mashada.
Oh, I'm hearing her.
I don't know. She audio gone on my side. Mashada, hang up and connect back inside the same chat group that we talking, and your audio is gonna come back. We're talking live here with Mashida and Alicia. We're talking. This is Women Summit. We're trying to understand. Alicia, stay there. She's gonna connect back on, and hopefully your audio come back on my end. I want to hear what you guys have to say. So we open up the phone lines right now. 718-701-5720. That's 718-701-5720. Somebody call me. And Taurus Job said, there is no learning women. Akeem, I knew she was open. Yeah. Earl said, oh Lord, I'll not read that one. Thinking out of the box. Peter just reached. Somebody had to put an APB out on Peter because Peter just wasn't there at all. Peter, welcome. Lydia James says, so why is it always men that want threesome with women, and as soon as the woman talk about men, no. No, hold on. You see that? Hold on. Yeah, hold on. All right. Mishada, you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Mishada, back. Thank you so much for coming back, Mishada. Let me tell all you something. Lydia James just said something right there, and I want to just exponent on it a bit. She said, why is always men, why do we always think that it's only men that want a threesome with women, and as soon as women ask or talk about threesome, men get vexed?
Yeah, they do. Men say whatever they want to say, but they can't handle it. They can't handle it. They can't handle the possibility of the attention is no longer on them. You see what I'm saying? Because you want that fantasy so bad, and how are you so sure that you're not with someone who would enjoy it better with the sex?
Two men?
And would you as a man be open if I say, honey, I want to have a threesome, 2 men and me? Would you entertain that?
Next topic. Let's talk about the next topic. There is so much topic to think about. Guys, it's right along. Women's... No. Seriously though.
You know, what they say, what's good for the goose is good for the gander too. You understand me? That's my fantasy. Would you honor me? Would you give me that right to fulfill that dream?
But it's hard. It's hard to see that though. For a man, right? For a man, because you see, I think in men's mind, and I know it is one-sided to think that way. I understand that, right? I battle with it, right? But I can't be a part of that.
I cannot be a part of.
No, because there you have 2 men, right? And 2 macho men, like 2 men naked. Like heterosexual men cannot see themselves naked around another man like that. It's just a man thing. I think heterosexual men is just us.
It's an ego thing.
I don't know.
It's difficult.
I can't get down
I'm playing with him. I'm messing with Junior.
I can't get down with that.
I'm messing with Junior. It's hard. It's difficult.
It isn't.
It's very, very, very difficult.
I always pose that question. I always pose that. You want me to do something to satisfy you. Would you do that to satisfy me if that's my wishes?
I'll go with whatever Akeem said. Akeem said, I don't want no man touching me.
He won't be touching me.
He won't be satisfying him. He'll be satisfying me.
No.
Stand on the side and watch him satisfy me.
No.
There are different ways to have the threesome.
Yeah, okay. You see, and Lydia, no, I understand there is a double standard, you know. Lydia James, I understand that there is a double standard. I'm saying that there is a double standard. Me, I cannot see myself there, right? That's just me. But if someone else chooses to do it, that's fine. That's them. But it's just me. I can't.
So you could just, what you can do is satisfy your lady by standing back and watching. And then when she's finished with the you come in, so you're not having that connection. So she is having her threesome after all, but it's in just different phases.
So what if she says to you, well, I will give you yours if you give me mine?
We won't have any.
Well, then there you go.
There we go.
As long as you ready for that.
Okay, so I admit and understand that there is a big double standard there, and I'm agreeing with you guys that men they feel uncomfortable. Heterosexual men feel uncomfortable about it. I understand, but we see differently with women, by the way, because there's nothing there.
I can't get down with that either.
Yeah,
That's
all right.
me.
Guys,
I would prefer the women. I don't want two men. No.
All right. And most women, anyway, let's talk about something else, please. We have about 2 more minutes to go. Let's talk about one other topic there. You see how time does fly? Guys, time flying real quick. We're almost there. We actually passed that time. Lord, let me see one last thing we could talk about. Hold on. Let me see one last thing we could talk about. Hold on. Let me look. Hey, Jab Princess. Kelly's, how you doing all the way in Montreal? Let me see. There must be one other topic we could talk about. We could end with. Well, let me check. There have to be one last topic that we could talk about. Let me see. Let me search. How about I give you guys the opportunity to select something? What is it you guys want to leave on? What note do you guys want to leave on in this Women Summit?
You want to go first?
I'm still thinking. Go ahead.
Okay. So basically, if I have to leave here tonight with anything, I just want men to be open to understand that as women, we are equally as adventurous. Where women are very sexual, depending, there's a lot of us who are very, very sexual. You just have to know what your partner is all about, communicate those things with your partner, and have a wonderful relationship in that sense. As far as being a professional woman, if you're a man who said that you want to be with someone who is so progressive, leave the insecurities behind, because quite often we women are so turned off by that, and all we want basically is having a man who can support us in the good, support us in the bad, is not afraid to tell us, and who can teach us. But I'm speaking for myself, you understand me? Just be real with me, and we will have a wonderful time and make me laugh. It's that simple.
Just make
We're not that complicated after all.
Just make me laugh. That's all she said. Just make her laugh.
Yep.
I'll get you a tickle me Elmo. And we.
I'm always laughing, right, Junior?
Yes,
we are around. We always crack up.
That's why. Yeah. That's why. We'll talk about it.
Our jobs are so stressful.
Yes, we have to laugh.
We are very stressful, demanding jobs, and if I can't just free up with you and just have fun, then what's the point of being with you?
That's right.
That's another job, right?
That's right. Alicia, what says you?
What? I feel the same way. It's really nothing else. You guys just need to know that.
Yeah.
We are just like you. Think the same thing. I think more like a man. I don't even know that's the saying. I think more like a man, and I
think more like a man.
They say think like a man. Yeah, think like a man. Here's what I think. Go ahead. What? Go ahead. Finish.
And also, you just have to be honest and upfront and say what you want, because problem arises when you don't say what you really want.
Yeah. All right,
I saw someone made a comment. One of the guys made a comment stating that I could be lying to you for years, and I'm not denying that. People lie. There are liars out there. I am not delusional about that. But the moment I find out that you're lying to me, bye-bye. You understand me? Because I have no tolerance for that.
Well, you have a big problem, because you can't get away from lying. All right,
that's what I'm saying. No, but the comment he made, he said that I can be lying to you for years. And I'm saying my thing to that is, yes, you could, and I cannot take that away from you, right? You choose to lie. And that's your thing that you have to live with. But the moment that I find out that that is the case, goodbye. That's just me personally. That's another thing that I just can't deal with.
All right. If you say so, a man been lying to you for 15 years, and then you find out he was lying to you and you're gonna leave. By that time, you have kids, you have house, you have obligation, real estate, you have everything. You're not gonna leave the man. That's another reason why you can't understand women, because they don't even know what they want. That's why women, you can't understand it. We back to square one again. We need another show. I'm telling you guys, we're not gonna wrap this up in one day. We need about 20 shows. We need about 100 shows to understand women. That's right.
When it comes to that, I would say one thing us women need to do, be more like men, because as you said, 15 years, if we find out they lie, out the door. Some women don't do that, and I understand that's what you're saying. Unlike men who 15 years, you do something, they kick you out the door in a heartbeat.
Well,
that I wish we were more like men.
Listen,
dealt with you. And if we dealt with you guys like how you dealt with us, we'd be crying every day. You wouldn't know what to do. Just
exactly.
No. I don't believe so. I don't believe so. I don't think so. That's not gonna happen. That's not.
Trust me.
You guys.
A lot of us women are equally as disconnected and cold as you men. So don't be fooled by that at all.
Okay, listen, we go have our next conversation another time with the ladies. It's Women's Summit. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you, Mashida, and Women's Summit. We go have guys, wait for everybody. We can tell you again. Bye. The ladies. Beautiful Mashida and Alicia right there on the ride. I'm telling all you. Yes! If you want to be a part of the Women's Summit or the Battle of the Sexes, please inbox us. We love to have you a part of our program right here. If you're a top fan, if you are a supporter, if you're a viewer, you could be our guest on next week's program. Battle of the Sexes or Women's Summit. Also, we have Men's Summit as well, right? All in trying to understand each other. Thank you guys for watching. Brenda, Philip, you came kind of late. Deanne Fraser, thank you so much. Iodel Alexis, big up yourself, thank you so much. Joan Duncan, Kevin Morass, Ezra Forrester, Taurus Job, Kevin Morass again, Akim Julian, everybody. Sandman HD, big up yourself. Guys, tomorrow we try a new piece of something. I want you guys to come early tomorrow. Come early tomorrow because we have what we call the Ride Along Trivia. Ride Trivia tomorrow right here. It's very interactive. Tomorrow is our first Ride Trivia right here on Ride Along. Come early and see how we're going to transform this whole thing here. You interact. We have winners that's going to be announced tomorrow by your interactivity. It's a very fun game show that we call Ride Trivia right here on Ride Along. Catch me tomorrow, guys. Don't forget our sponsor for the ride here tonight is all about Smart Shipping HD. Yes, Smart Shipping HD. Shipping to the Caribbean, shipping to Grenada, you got called Smart Shipping HD. Their phone number is 347-533-4383. That's Smart Shipping HD. Powering us up right here on the ride. This is Smart Shipping HD is here, and it makes it fast and easy. Guys, your barrels, they pick up and drop off as well for your convenience. If you're an online shopper, they make it safe and convenient. You can just ship it over to Smart Shipping HD and they'll pack it and ship it off for you. It's all about Smart Shipping HD. No pen, no paper. They got a QR code that takes you quick and fast with all the information. It can be scanned into your phone. Smart Shipping HD represents fast, reliable, awesome customer service, and most importantly, affordable. Smart Ship HD, shipping to the Caribbean. You gotta call Smart Shipping HD. The phone number 347-533-4383. Smart Shipping HD, shipping to the Caribbean. Use Smart Shipping HD. Hey guys, t-shirt printing and more. Ride Along Live is brought to you by Instaprint. Looking for t-shirt print from 1 to 1,000, no matter how much you're printing. You gotta check out Instaprint. Yeah, Instaprint. Call 856-258-0598. Instaprint. T-shirt printing and more. Guys, we got to tell you about Philip Carpenters and Cleaning Services as well. Philip Carpenters and Cleaning Services. Get your construction done. This guy clean up and he does everything. Thank you, Philip Carpenters and Cleaning Services, for sponsoring us right here at The Ride. Catch me tomorrow, guys. Ride Trivia tomorrow, right here from 6 p.m. Come early. Bye-bye now. Peace out. See you tomorrow.
Your number one choice is Phillips Carpenters and Cleaning Services, located at 218 Schenectady Avenue in Brooklyn, New York. We design your kitchen and supply doors, windows, kitchen cabinet, granite quads, and marble countertops. License number 0947461. Yes, that's Phillips Carpenters and Cleaning Services. Call today at 718-221-5572. That's 718-221-5572. The number one choice. Call today.
With heart attack, stroke, and drug overdose on the rise, we all need to become more proactive about saving the lives of people we love. Statistics show that you are most likely to witness any one of these life-threatening events when spending quality time with friends and family. Don't put yourself at risk for being the person that failed everyone. Learn CPR today. Visit allpro.com or call 516-387-4246. When only the best will do, call AllPro. We come to your home or business for the personalized learning experience. When a loved one passes on, you need a friend. That friend is David Williams Funeral Service. They are conveniently located at 108-20 Sutphin Boulevard in Jamaica, New York. Call us at 718-291-3823. David Williams Funeral Home, serving the community since 1991.